There are an estimated 4.5 million people in the United States with a diagnosed developmental disability. And we estimate in the District of Columbia there could be anywhere from 8,000 to 15,000. A developmental disability is diagnosed before the age of 22, and it is characterized by a significant impairment in 3 or more major life areas, such as how you communicate, your ability to live independently, your ability to get around without assistance, or your ability just to take care of yourself on a day-to-day basis. The dilemma is people with developmental disabilities are just like you and me. And so with the support of family and friends, they can do just about anything that you or I could do.
For individuals who do not have appropriate supports and have not had access to appropriate services, life for them is very limiting. And people with disabilities that don't have that access to independent thinking and independent doing and independent living are robbed in many ways of their human dignity.
Without significant supports from friends, families, and other kinds of community groups, people don't have the opportunity to develop their own voice and to really get a chance to explore their dreams and what they want for their future.
Far too often, individuals with disabilities are put in segregated schools and segregated programs. And how do you learn to have a community when you're not part of it?
Quality Trust is an independent voice in the community for people with developmental disabilities.
And Quality Trust basically acts as our conscience as a society and as a community to make sure that we focus on what's important in people's lives.
One of the things Quality Trust does is we work very closely with self-advocates. And these are people who live with a developmental disability and that are very interested in taking control of their life. As an organization, Quality Trust is so committed to making sure people with disabilities develop the skills and experiences they need to have a voice within the community that we actually have 3 members with a developmental disability on our board of directors.
Some people will say, oh, you ain't gonna never be able to do nothing. You're not gonna be able to do that. You're not gonna be able to do this. You're gonna probably need to be in a group home or be at home with your family or your life or whatever. They don't make it easy for you. You're supposed to treat people the way you want to be treated. If you want to be treated with love and respect, then you treat people the same way.
My name is Roger.
Okay, so your name is Roger. You and I are friends. For the people here that don't know us, we've been knowing each other about 3 or 4 years. Tell me a little bit about where you live.
I live in my own apartment in Washington, D.C.
I got to know Roger because he used to live in a big house with several other people, but he wanted to live in an apartment, so that's how he and I came to know each other. Roger works at the headquarters for United Cerebral Palsy, which is down the street from here, and he's a greeter. And his job is to, when people come in, what do you ask them to do?
Welcome to UCP. May I help you? Please check in at the front desk. Have a nice day.
Okay, great. Are you happy that you have choices in your life?
Yes.
And are you happy that people take you seriously as a smart person?
Yes.
And do you think that years ago people didn't take you seriously as a smart person?
No.
That's right.
What we've been able to do in partnership with people with disabilities is really demonstrate how they can be effective contributing advocates for themselves within the community.
Quality Trust is important to support because it's about you and me. It's about our community. It's about where we might be someday.
So we need other people in the community to join with us and to say people with disabilities matter. People with disabilities are our neighbors. They're our friends. They're our family members. People with disabilities are us.
Are you happy that you got to meet some people from the Quality Trust?
Yes.
Do you like living here in this apartment?
Yes.
Do you think that using your communication device makes it possible for you to be more clear with people about exactly what you want to say and what's on your mind?
Yes.
Well, for me, in the future, hopefully, to get married one day, have a house. I would like a bungalow house. That's one of my goals.
Our focus is giving people the power they need to direct their own lives. This is clearly nothing but the American dream. How can people with developmental disabilities get their share of our American dream?